welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well, and this is my video for the Halloween collaboration 2025 for channels under 20k. More details will be in description and I'll talk more about it as the video plays. In this video for this project, I'm going to be using some closed back bezels, a 1-inch hole punch, and this is simple, impactful, perfect for last minute Halloween ideas or that craft fair where you just want a few more bits. What you'll need if you want to do this is anything along the lines of holographic foil stickers, UVDTFs, washi tapes, Cricut vinyl decals, glitter shapes, you name it, you can use it. Now, just to give an example, I've got these gorgeous UVDTF stickers from Towgood at Resin Supplies Den. I've got some holographic foils from Amazon and holographic foils from Shein. They are the same thing. They just usually predominantly come from Shein, but I usually buy them on Amazon. We've also got these absolutely gorgeous kind of spacey, all of the things stickers. They're not really Halloween, but they lend themselves to Halloween, so that's absolutely all right. We've got moons and stars and all of the things. So again, whatever you have to hand, whatever stickers you've got laying around, you can use these. And with a 1-inch hole punch, speedy results. Now I'm using these are black closed bezels with glass cabochons, so whatever you stick in them is going to be magnified, just like this one. This is an example of what we are making today. Like I said, so simple and perfect for last minute Halloween ideas. Now, like I said before, I'm using my 1-inch hole punch. Now, for best visibility, the best and easiest way to use this is to use it upside down. You want to be able to clearly see the image that you are cutting out. So whatever you're cutting, whether it's like these are just vinyl stickers, whatever it is you're cutting, hold it this way around so you can fully get a picture for what your bezel is going to look like once you've cut out your sticker. Once you're happy, click the, I keep wanting to call it a hole punch. I mean, technically it is. Press the cutter. Guys, my brain ain't working. The circle cutter, click it. And then you got your circle. It just does not get any easier than this. Now I'm just going through all of these stickers thinking that would be gorgeous. So I'm taking it out and then I'm continuing to look through. So again, we've got a mixture here. I don't have any washi tape. Someone did mention to me recently washi tape would be perfect for this, and it didn't occur to me to look through my washi tape collection, and I'm kind of kicking myself now. But this one here is absolutely perfect. Is it Halloween? No. But could it be? Absolutely yes, because it can be anything you want it to be. So anything related. So moons and stars can still be related to Halloween. And yeah, just go for it. Find all of the things, all of the stickers that you have got laying around. As I mentioned, these are mostly from Shein. So I won't link anything that is from Shein because the links are ridiculously long. I can't seem to find small, short links for products from Shein. But again, Amazon, if I've got anything from Amazon, I will link it below. Now, these stickers are stunning. These were custom made to my size specifications. Now, these were made by Towgood at Resin Supplies Den on Facebook. You would have seen me use her other stickers in other videos, but I wasn't planning on using these stickers for this purpose. I was planning on making these with key rings or pendants. It just so happens I didn't get around to doing that this Halloween, so I'm using them for this, and they still work absolutely perfect. What you might need to do is what you see me do here, cutting off a chunk from your sticker so that you can get in to that perfect section. That perfect section for me is the center of a circle because that's going to lend itself so perfectly to the closed back black bezels. Now, again, this is where it all kind of went wrong. I fell in love with the idea of using the holographic foil, so I started looking through all of them, looking for that perfect circle. And this is where everything went to pot. This is where it all just fell apart. It fell apart. There's a song in there somewhere. But basically, I did all of the things that I did with the previous stickers that I'd already cut out. I knew that this cutter wasn't loving the holographic foils. It wasn't loving cutting them. It was really quite hard for me to cut through the holographic foils. But I persevered. because I wanted to break it. No, I didn't, obviously. I thought at this point, this is the thing, at this stage, it got totally jammed. Nothing I did was unjamming this. I tried everything, and when I say everything, I mean I tried ripping it apart, cracking it open to unjam it. I couldn't do any of the above. So at this point, I called it a day on the cutter, and I decided to just persevere with what I had cut out already, order myself a new cutter, and that would be here the next day. I could continue to film. So at this point, I thought, do you know what, Claire? Crack on, carry on filming, peel back all of your stickers and stick them down into the bezels. Now here's the thing, I've got a 1-inch cutter and I've got 1-inch bezels. That means that they're not fitting as ideally perfectly perfect as you'd want them to. There's always a teeny sliver of sticker that's coming up and around the edges. So I'm getting my thumbnail right in there and I'm digging all around that inside edge to make sure that that sticker is stuckered. Oh, guys, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, to make sure that sticker is fully stuck, I'm getting right in there with my thumbnail. What you kind of need is a circle cutter that is about 1/3 of a millimetre shy of 1 inch. Just don't know where to get them from. But anyway, here we are. We roll with it. Each and every one of these stickers is going down into these closed back bezels. Now, the reason I love these bezels is because they're black, and that just lend themselves to Halloween and anything inspired by the dark and moody macabre. The clock is a particular favourite, and yet it's the least Halloweeny version of this out of all of the things. But yeah, love the clock. It just feels like you're wearing an actual clock around your neck on a necklace, but again, obviously not real. So like I said, just continuing on to stick these circles into the closed back bezels and doing everything I can to stay on track because I was already pretty wound up that I'd broken my 1-inch hole cutter. At this stage, I was absolutely loving every single one of these. And remember, you don't have to cut a perfect image. You can just cut half the image. It doesn't have to be so uniform. But these were my favourites. Again, these were the UVDTF stickers from Amanda Towgood. And they are just everything witchy. We've got that foresty witch vibe. We've got all of the things going on. And for me, these pendants here were the most Halloween. Like, they were lending themselves to being the most witchy result. But again, what avenue you go down, you could do this for absolutely any occasion. It doesn't have to be Halloween, but these were absolutely my favorites. Like, my favorites. And with the glass cabochon, stop it. That image gets magnified and it just brings it to life. And again, so simple. So simple and such a last minute. Like, if you've got a last minute Halloween party and you're like, oh, I don't even have a necklace, I don't have anything to wear, you could literally make yourself a necklace within the 1 minute that the UV resin takes to cure. So at this point, I was loving this. I was loving it. I was enjoying it so much. Took me right back to my early days of just crafting, you know. I decided to start cutting by hand, and I'm not gonna lie, I did a better job cutting that by hand than the circle cutter did. But I figured I'm not going to quit at this stage. I'm going to keep on going. My brain was saying, Claire, keep on going. So I decided to cut a couple out by hand using the back of those stickers as a template for this one in particular, because there's no way I am cutting a perfect circle without any kind of guidelines like that first one here. And it was definitely one of those days. I sent a video to my patrons and I said, well, I guess the universe has spoken, because I just wanted to plow on. I just wanted to keep on going. And it was at this point right here, I'm laying them down on my box, ready for that UV that's going to stick that glass cabochon down. And it was literally after I put the very first dab of UV resin that my camera died, and I had to call it a day. But this was a tip that you guys actually gave me, and that these bezels have got the hook going the other way, which makes them uneven on a level surface. You can't level them. Now, I used to just put mine on a little blob of blue tack to keep them flat, and it was you guys that told me, Claire, what you doing? Get yourself a block of wood, anything with a straight 90-degree edge, and rest them over the edge of it, right? Now, I used to have a blob of wood, but that is now on the wall attached to my wall to hold my camera holder. So these are just resting on the back of the box of gloves. This is my big box of nitrile gloves, and these are resting on the edge of it so that the loop is hanging off of the edge, making life so easy. So at this point, you want the smallest, teeniest, tiniest bead, the tiniest little pea of UV resin right in the center of your closed bezel. Put the glass cabochon down and just play around with it. Tap it, touch it. Make sure you can visually see that UV resin going all the way to the edge of the glass cabochon. Then you know it has come into contact with the bezel and it's stuck and it's not going anywhere. So yeah, this is where my camera died. So this is actually the next day. Can you believe it, guys? Honestly, it was just one of those things. This is now the next day. We are continuing on where we left off the day before. One itty bitty little tiny bead of UV resin right in the center. I am using the Let's Resin UV resin for this one. And you just want to place your cabochon down on top and then just tippity tap. Just don't press too hard. If you press too hard, you will push that UV resin right out of the bezel. You just want to tip, tap, 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 tap until you can visually see it touch the edges and you're happy. You know that that's not going anywhere. It's going to stick to the bezel. The glass is going to stick to the bezel, I mean, and then they're not just going to drop out. They're not just going to fall out. Now, this is where the portable UV resin lamp from Let's Resin comes in handy. This video is not sponsored by Let's Resin, but this lamp is an absolute game changer. It's portable, chargeable, you can move it wherever you go, but because you can bend it to what you need, it can just cure these without any issues. Now, my new cutter arrived because I thought I'd broke the last one. But here's the thing, the new cutter also jammed, so I pushed it back through the hole, thus releasing it. I then did the same to the old one. I now have 2 hole cutters that are fully working, okay? So yeah, like it said in that little note, don't be hasty. Learn your lesson from me. Don't be hasty and run out and buy a new one. Just have another play, try and fix it. Because when the new one jammed, I fixed it immediately. It's like the next morning my brain was fresh and I knew what to do. I went ahead and I cut out 2 circles from the beautiful, beautiful apothecary label stickers from Shein, and they worked a dream. Look at this death potion. I think it's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And of course, the one to the far left as well, which is the apothecary label poison mushroom extract. They just work. Of course, I've just took a section from the sticker, but whatever you have to hand, whatever you have. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning, this is part of the Halloween collaboration 2025. There is going to be a playlist right at the top of my description box for everybody taking part. That's lots and lots of YouTube videos for you guys to get your teeth stuck into, to get all of the Halloween inspiration from various artists across YouTube. Now, again, I've only had this advertised for a few weeks, so again, if you couldn't take part in this one, then do keep your eyes peeled. I will be doing one next year for something, I am sure. But again, that playlist is right at the top of my description box. Thank you so much to everyone who took part. I cannot wait to see what you have all created for this Halloween collaboration 2025. This was specifically for channels under 20,000. I'd like to see a lot more channels grow, so I am avoiding working with channels that have already got quite a substantial following. I hope you understand why I'm doing that, and I will see you all in the next video. Go share the love on that collaboration playlist. Bye.